Well, hello to all of my wonderful Life Coach Office coaches out there. This is Kim Horvath, Head of Customer Service with Life Coach Office, and I'm so very excited to be bringing to you today an overview of Life Coach Office 2.0. Now, we have been communicating with some of you. We've been hearing from you in reference to how you feel about 2.0, and we are so excited and so elated, really, that you are loving our new upgraded system. I call it Life Coach Office 2.0, the new sleek and sexy version. It is fresher, cleaner looking, and it's much more intuitive. So basically, it not only looks good, but it's going to be easier for you to use. Now, some of you may not have really, dove into it because, sometimes we can be a little bit resistant to change. So this video is it's going to be a bit short, but it really is just to show you a little bit about what is going on under the hood of Life Coach Office 2.0. Now, this process has been going on for a while. We have been working on 2.0 for a while. And the truth is that we really built it based on a lot of the information that we received from you, our coaches. So if you don't really know, if no one has ever told you, when you email us and you tell us what you need, we take that information and we use it to make the system better, to make the system more, operate more according to the needs of our coaches. And really it just makes us be more effective coaches, and then it keeps your clients very happy as well. So we are looking for ways to always enhance this wonderful program that we have. But let me tell you, 2.0 was a major, major overhaul. So what you're looking at right now is the front office screen. When you log in, you're going to have your front office screen. And as you can see, it is a bit more modern. As you can see, there are more options for things that you can choose from the front of your screen, from your dashboard. Now, why do you think we did that? Because there were certain things that you as coaches and business owners, certain things that you need to have ready access to. It just makes sense for us to put these things here. And so if you look here on this line, you have your Start Here button along with your home calendar all the way over to Life Coach Office reports. And then you have your buttons here with all a lot of the similar things. It doesn't matter which one you use. It really just is according to your preference. But I will tell you this. If you have not logged into Life Coach Office in general, if you've not yet launched your business through Life Coach Office, I really want you to go over here to the Start Here button, and I really want you to start here. As you can see, what we've done is that we've kind of made a package within our system where you can go to get started seamlessly. All right. When you scroll to the bottom of that page, you will see all of these links that are going to help you as a coach get your business online. All right. So there is a getting started checklist, and that's going to help you keep track of all the different things that you need to do in order to get your business up and running with Life Coach Office 2.0. So just click on that, and then you're going to just go through those steps. It's not 25 steps, and it's not going to take you 25 days. It really is meant to get you started in just a few minutes. There is a quick start guide. I mean, some of us are a bit more visual than others. And so that guide is going to help you familiarize yourself with Life Coach Office, what components of the system there are, what you can use it for, where they're located, that sort of thing. Then, of course, there's a knowledge base online. Those are articles and tips on our actual website. That's what that link is for. And it shows you how to do different things. And also on our website are our tutorials. That's what's here next. So if you click on that, it's going to take you to our tutorials page where you're going to see videos like this one that's going to show you how to do certain things, such as how to get your groups loaded into the system. How do I work with the coaching journal? How do I create an invoice? You will actually have video tutorials that show you how to do that. And of course, the support button, where we have real coaches that are ready to answer your questions. One of the things that I find so exciting about being a part of this team is that we are literally located all over the world. And so you can put your question into Life Coach Office. And the guarantee that we're making to people is that we're going to make sure that we contact you back within 24 hours with an answer, not just a response. I mean, you're going to get a response sooner than that, but we want an answer within 24 hours. The only time we don't do that is when it's something very complex, but we are with you all along the way. So please feel free to contact our support team. Click here. Oftentimes you're going to get an email response back from me. And when you do, it really is me. It's not an automated response. So feel free to just converse with me and we'll have a great conversation. And I will get you started and headed in the right direction in no time. All right, so let's click the home button and get back to our main screen of Life Coach Office. So isn't this beautiful? I just love how clean it looks, how the icons are all there and right there in a row. I'm a bit more visual. I like to operate from that. So let's just click our calendar. I want you to see what the calendar looks like. When you click on your calendar, all of your appointments are going to come up. And when you just kind of toggle over that, it shows you at what time and what day on the day and with whom your coaching session is. I have a private coaching session with Maria on the 9th. I have a meeting with Dave Smith on the 11th. And what I love, what is fantastic, is let's say that Maria can't make her meeting on the 9th and she needs to move it to the 10th. You simply need to right click that. There you go. I want to confirm it with her. I hit yes. And voila, her meeting has been moved. She's been notified. We're all good. Don't you love that? You don't have to open up the actual meeting request, change the date in order for that to happen. Now, if you need to change the time, that might be a little bit different. But if it's the same thing and you're moving it from day to day, please, all you have to do is do it that way. You can see this from many different points of view. Let me just get a good picture here. There you go. So this is your weekly view. We don't need to see 3 in the morning, but there you go. Okay. So that's your weekly view of your calendar. This is your day view of your calendar. What do you have going on just today? Okay. Excuse me. And then here is a list of different things that you have coming up. I'm going to click on this so that we can see what it looks like. And there you go. There's the actual meeting appointment with Maria. It shows me that she hasn't accepted yet, but Maria will because this is a test group and Maria is me. So it also shows you the time in her time as well as the date, all that kind of stuff is already in there. Isn't that great? So it is 8:30 a.m. for me. It is 9:30 a.m. for Maria, and I love that we have the ability to see that right away. All right. As you can see by clicking on that meeting, you can also go into the client profile, but we're going to go through that another way. Let's click on clients. When you click on clients in 2.0, your list of clients will come up. What's great, you can search them in many different ways. You can search your different groups if you want to. All of your groups will be listed and you can just pull up whoever is in a particular group. You can search by time, this week, this month, or you select a range date. Maybe you're trying to find out when you have a meeting with someone, and this is easier than going to the calendar because if you have a lot of clients, you know how many meetings you're going to have scheduled in a month? And if you're trying to find one client and you have 10 meetings, it's just easier to go here and look for the client or look for the group that they're in. Or if you know it's in a particular week, you know that, or maybe a particular couple of days, you can do it that way. So that's what's so awesome about that. Now, you can send an email directly by clicking here where it says email. When you click on their email address, it's going to open up your email client that you use on your computer, and you can send an email directly from your email client. I just want you to see this, right? Remember, this is not going to be an in-depth tutorial about things, but I wanted to add a new client, and it's as simple as this. The client's email, the client's first name, the client's last name, and then what group you want them to be a part of. You do that, you hit submit, It's going to send them their email, and then they're going to do the rest. Don't you love it? I mean, it just can't get any easier than that. All you need in order to sign people up to utilize the system is their email, really just their email address, and they can fill out all the rest, right? So you fill out your name, their first name, last name, email, connect them to a group, the link gets sent to them, and they are on their way. I love that. All right, so let's just say I want to take a look at Dave's information. I'm going to click on Dave and look at this. It shows me when his next session is, and then here is his coaching journal, his vision and goals, his important documents. This is all his folder. All right. I love that. His folder is right here. So when you click on your client's name, this is their folder. Okay. Any invoices I've sent to Dave, all of the coach only notes that I want to see when I click there, and account settings. Let's take a look at that. All right. So the account settings are the account settings for Dave. So his time zone, his username and password, and his system access. System access is important because this is how you control what Dave has access to. Currently, all right, now understand that when you click on system access, it's going to open up the client's actual profile. So if you had a picture of Dave, you could put a picture of Dave there. As you can see, his name, his business information, his birth date, which is important because you want to acknowledge his birthday. All right. His Skype information, home phone number, cell number, street address, all of that. And then you come down to his online profile, website, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn pages, and what access do you want him to have? What groups are he a part of? You know, you have some people that are doing individual coaching in addition to being a part of a group, or maybe they purchase a coaching program from you and then they make another purchase so they have additional accesses available to them. You get to control all of that right here. You can also decide whether you're going to disable them because they're no longer going to be coaching with you for a little while. And then when they're ready, you can make them active again. All of that right from one panel. This is the client profile. This little corner right here, this is to call them, to message them, to email them. I'm going to click on it and show you what happens. When you click to call them, as you can see, the computer is going to open up Skype. So if you had their Skype email, Skype address entered in there, you will allow the computer to open up Skype and dial them for you. So you don't have to go to Skype and open it up. You can go right to Life Coach Office and let the system do it for you. Same thing with Skype chatting. Okay, if you want to chat with them, all right, you will do it also through Skype. Same thing. If you have their information in there already in the profile, it's going to open it up and it's going to open that for you. And this is an email, just like always, and I'll do it so you can see it. It's going to open up your email client and allow you to send an email to your client. It's very, very simple. All right, so that's your clients. Now, I'm going to take you to an awesome place. I hope you're ready. It's the classroom. The classroom is one of my favorite places to go because this is where all of our coaches are able to automate themselves and multiply themselves over and over again so that they can coach people without actually having to be there. Isn't that wonderful? So this is the classroom and I love it because these are folders, okay? 3 courses that I have. One is Pathfinder's course, one is a 3 steps course, and the other is Welcome. I'm going to tell you what that is in a moment. Then these are just lessons in the general classroom. All right. Look how that looks. Look at my little scrunchy face. Yeah, that's me. Hello. I hate that it has that little scrunchy face like that. Anyway, these are videos that are on YouTube that I've housed into my system. And I do it for the purpose of you being able to see what that looks like. So when you create a video, if it's housed on Vimeo or YouTube, as you know, you can house it here in Life Coach Office. And so you can do, this is what it will look like in your classroom. A really nice size thumbnail is there. and they simply click on it because they'll have access to whatever you give them access to, and your clients are on their way. Now let me show you these folders. This is what I love about the folder. When you click on the folder, when you click on the folder, there you go. When you click on the folder, then the lessons that pertain to that particular folder will come up. So in this, I have 2 lessons for Pathfinders, lesson 1, lesson 2. Yeah, really brilliant names here. Now, please, don't do that. Don't say lesson 1, lesson 2. If you can avoid it, if you can get a different name, that's better. This is all for the purpose of the demonstration. Okay. All right. What's great? It's very easy to change the order. You simply drag and drop. You see that? Don't you love it? You just drag and drop and it changes the order. I think that's so fantastic. All right. When you want to add a new lesson, it looks pretty much the same as before, not a whole lot different, a bit more streamlined. I like that, where things are, but basically the same. All right. If you want to put it in a particular course, those are the 3 courses that you have created. If you don't want to, you just leave it as is and it's going to display on your main screen as a course. You give that lesson a title, put the link to YouTube or Vimeo. If you're going to be uploading it from your system, you can upload it from your system here. In the beginning, I typically leave things as only Coach can view while I'm still loading things and playing with things. But then you can change it to who you want to. And when you're done, you hit submit. When you hit submit, bam, it's going to be in your classroom. So it's very, very simple. All right. Now let's go to the library. Now, again, if you need details on how to do these things, how to create folders, create a new course and that sort of thing, you can go to the tutorial. This is really just to kind of show you what's underneath the hood, where certain things have moved to. When you click on your library looks as such. These folders let you know that these are folders and there's something else in there. And these right here are just in the main library. When you click on the Getting Started folder, I have a little article. As you can see, it says W. It looks like the little Microsoft Word icon. And that means it's a Word document. And it says Maximize Living is for you. So I have a course called 3 Steps to a Maximized Life. And this is the one thing that I want everyone to get when they're just getting started and trying to get information. And so I put it in this little folder. We have a program that we actually launched through Life Coach Office called Pathfinders, helping people find their path, right? We have all different kinds of systems, and I know that coaches have their systems too. And so when I'm training people, I train them in a way that makes sense for them. So as a coach, when, if we talk, if you have a question, if you're trying to figure something out, I'm going to talk you through how to set up your library, how to set up your classroom so that you can package your programs and use the system effectively for you. It's much easier to put things in folders than it is to have things just scrambled all about. It's easier for your client. It's easier for you to manage. It just makes a whole lot more sense. Okay? So use the folders to your advantage. Create folders that go along with the courses that you're offering. Here's the thing. You can create 10 folders and give everyone access to all those folders if you want to. I do have coaches that want people to have access to a lot of their information. But then there are other coaches who are selling packages that don't want to do that. So use the folders to your advantage and make it easier for you to find your information quickly. All right? Invoices. Now, this is something that was hidden before. Okay? And now it's on the main page, invoices. We need to be able to get to our invoices quickly. And this one shows you when the invoice was sent, the status, the amount, all of that kind of stuff. This is what it looks like. All the invoices that you sent will be there. It's going to be very easy for you to create an invoice. You tell the system who you want to send it to, when you want them to send it, and then what product or service it is that you're billing them for. Um, we're just going to, and then you're going to click submit once you get all the information, and it's going to send it when you tell it to send. It's that easy. And people will pay you via PayPal or however it is that you have set it up for them to pay you. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Mass email, again, something else that is readily available. Um, you can send an email to everyone in your system. So maybe you're going on vacation, and you're not going to be available for a certain period of time. So you want to make sure that they're aware of that. This would be the system that you would use. Maybe you just want to use this to send a monthly e-flyer or something like that. This is the system that you will send. You will use to send. So, um, also, what's cool is that you can create things and leave them in draft form. So you don't have to wait to load up the different emails that you want to send the moment you want to send them. Go ahead, create them, put them in draft form, and then when you're ready to send them out, send them out. All right. Now, one more thing. Well, maybe three more things. Um, Life Coach Office reports, LCO reports. This is vital to all of you coaches. If you are calculating your time in order to earn a credential, all right? There is a coaching hours report. There is a monthly billing report so that you can keep track of your finances. There are a clients and group summary report. This report lets you know how many clients you have, what groups you're part of, that sort of information. And then you know that assessment that you are asked to create to complete, and your clients are asked to complete. That information is going to be in the coaching quality self-assessment. So that's the top line. That's where you find some things. But wait, of course, there's a little bit more. I have to show you in reference to how we move some things around to make it more intuitive. Take a look at this. When those see those gears right there, those are the mechanisms. Those are the settings that you really, really want to be able to see. And this is where we move system settings and templates. Templates are the coaching journal template and all your meeting reminder template. And I definitely want to go to the meeting reminder because I get a lot of questions about this. This is where the meeting invites, the meeting reschedule email, your meeting reminders for 24 hours in advance, 1 hour in advance, and your meeting follow-up emails. This is where they are housed. All right. I want to just go and pull up one because there's something I want you to see. Now you can edit this. Here's what's great. You can edit the body of this. All right. That's wonderful. Here's what you don't want to do. All right. There you go. You can edit all the body of that. But you see where it has things like this, the $sign and, underscore event type tomorrow. Please don't get rid of that. You see where it has the $sign here and it says underscore client name. Please don't get rid of that. That is how the email pulls information from the system. So where it says reminder, event type tomorrow, when you send an email out that says, coaching session or private coaching session or whatever the name of the meeting is, that is going to pull that subject line and put it right there in your email. And the client name, that is going to pull the client name and is going to put the client's name in the email. So it's not going to, if I'm the client and I receive it, I'm not going to see that and it's going to say, hey, client name. It's going to say, hey, dear Kim, you have an event tomorrow. That's what you want. It personalizes it for you. So when you're changing these things, make sure you're understanding when you're taking something out that is pulling information. If you're okay with it taking it out, fine. But I would say be very careful about what you're pulling out and what you're not. If you ever pull anything out by accident, just send us an email. We can straighten it out for you. Okay? No worries. You can't break it. All right? Play around with the system. You really can't break it. All right. Now, back to system settings. In our system settings, this is where you go for client billing, for groups, for branding, and for the date and time format. So client billing basically means how you get paid by your clients, PayPal and bank info. tax rates if you're providing services or you're selling products, that sort of thing. Different states have different rules on taxation. Make sure you know your federal and state rules on taxation. And then all the products and services that you create are right here. So whether it's private coaching, a program, a special rate just for a particular person for whatever reason, maybe they've been a client forever and ever and ever, and you just want to give them a good deal on something. This is where you do that. And so everything will pull from there. All right. And I want to also show you, now that's client billing. Here's groups. All right, when you need to get a link, a registration link that you can send in an email, put out there on your web page so that people can click on it and purchase something that you have to offer, this is where you go. You're going to go to groups because you have to create it, right? Just as before, but this is where it is. Again, there's a tutorial out there on our tutorial page that shows you exactly how to work with it. There's going to be new tutorials coming out with regard to how to use the many different things in Life Coach Office. But it was really important to me that you were able to see just some of the places that we've moved different things to, what it looks like, and why I feel like this is just so wonderful. For branding, this is where you go when you want to change your logo, this picture here. When you want to change their background, you can make it a picture, you can have a logo, you can make it a color, whatever you want to do with that, you can do. Isn't that awesome? You do it all right there from branding. Now, when you click on, you see this right here? This is where your personal coaching information is stored. So when you click on your profile, you're going to get exactly that, your profile. Looks just like your client's profile. You put the information in and they're going to be very happy that you did because they'll be able to contact you. Your Life Coach Office subscription is going to be right there, so you'll be able to upgrade your account anytime you want to. Your time zone, very important. Your time zone is right there. I'm actually in Eastern time, but I play around with the times as I'm training people, so it says Pacific right now. And a specific place for you to log out, which I'm definitely not going to do. The other thing that I want to bring your attention to is the travel time zone is also listed there right along your time zone. So if you're going to be traveling to another time zone, but you're still going to be working, so maybe I'm not going to be in Pacific time, I'm going to be in Eastern time because I'm visiting family, right? But I still want to work because I can still work. I want to make sure I change my time zone so that when I'm scheduling meetings for the time that I'm in a different time zone, the correct time is reflected. It auto adjusts for me. And it will show me the time it's going to be in my client's time zone and the time it's going to be in the time zone that I'm going to be in during that time. So that's a very important feature for those of you who travel a lot or who tend to continue working even though you're traveling outside of your local time zone. All right, so that is a not so quick overview of Life Coach Office 2.0, but it gives you everything that you really needed in order to just see the system. Now, do me a favor. Don't be afraid to go into the system, to click, to touch, to play with it. To, set up a dummy account for yourself and just play with it. See what your clients are getting and see how you feel about it. Use the system. It is absolutely fantastic. You get a whole lot here. And of course, if you ever have any questions, down at the bottom of your screen, LCO support. I just clicked it so that you'll see what it looks like. You're going to send us an email. Let us know if you want to, if there's something that you're trying to do and you don't know how to do it. Send us an email. If you're having a problem getting something accomplished, send us an email. If something doesn't seem to be working for you, send us an email. If you need to talk to someone, send us an email. We're happy to help you. I'm so excited to be a part of this team and to be able to do some great work for those of you who are making it happen for other people. Again, my name is Kim Horvath. I'm with Life Coach Office, and I really hope that you are enjoying the system as much as we are. Keep looking for more. There's so much more coming. This is just the beginning. We're excited. Send us your emails. Let us know how you feel about it. We'll talk to you real soon.